everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and as of February 27th, Samsung has pushed off a very important and feature-rich update for your Galaxy Buds 3 and the Buds 3 Pros. Now, this is to work with the soon-to-be-released Samsung One UI 7, so if you currently have the Galaxy S25 Series, this will already currently work with it, but you have to do this update here to actually achieve these newer, rich features. Now, it looks like it's almost kind of a nothing update. It just says stability and reliability. The size is 7.86 megabytes, and this is where you're able to update it. If you don't know where the update is, basically just open up your Galaxy Buds 3s or the Buds 3 Pros. Once you go inside of your wearable application, as you scroll down, you go inside of your earbud settings, and this is where you can see if there is a update to your Galaxy Buds. So right there, the Buds software update, you go to download and install, and then you're able to hit on this update button. Now, let me share with you everything that this is giving you. There is so much stuff that you can do in your quick settings rather than having to go back into your wearable application. Now, make sure you guys stay tuned in this video because I will be plugging in my Type-C earbuds because there is a firmware update for your Type-C port for your music listening needs. So I'll show you that here in just 1 second, but let me actually lay out everything that is a part of this update. So I got this email today, and we'll also take a look at Samsung Newsroom to take a look at everything provided in text. So with Samsung pushing to provide the best audio experience with the rollout of Samsung One UI 7, which is still on track, still on time, not delayed. It will be released during the first quarter of 2025, so more than likely, hopefully during the month of March. Now, some of these new features include, you can adjust the sound settings with more convenience, so you're able to do it pretty much just from the quick settings panel, as I already mentioned. You can also personalize these sound settings for specific apps. You can also have a tailored sound for personal hearing needs. So you can basically go inside of the accessibility features and you can choose, like, if you are a 30 or younger, or if you're like 70 and older, and you can change what happens if you are, listening to music, if you're watching videos or on your phone calls. And then you'll also be able to seamlessly have communication in 20 different languages, which means you open up the interpreter application, you put it into listening mode, and then you're able to translate whatever language into any other language. So if I'm listening to something in Korean or Spanish and I want it to be translated into English, it's able to do it live on the fly right there. And then it also has the intelligently optimized sound anytime, anywhere. So really, if you'd like to also take a look at it or read it, I can place this link below the video inside the description. Again, released today, February 27th. So now that the earbuds are updated, I'm just going to take one of these out. Actually, I'll just take both of them out. That's okay. Just because I wanted to show you some of the other features as well. So once you have your earbuds out, maybe you have them in your ears, right? And then you go right here and you are listening to some music. So as you are listening to some music, normally what you would have to do is you would have to go into your Samsung folder, you'd have to go inside of your wearable application. Now that you're inside of here, this is where you have some of your settings. You have your ambient sound, you have adaptive, active noise canceling. You also have some of your sound quality and effects. So again, you're going into, more features. The only thing though is that you probably might have to wear the buds to actually see some of these features, which I will show you in just a second. So this is what you used to do, is go into the wearable application to make any changes. All you'd have to do now, a part of Samsung One UI 7, so this is the update getting your buds ready for some of those other devices who will soon get One UI 7. As you are listening to your music, let's say that we hit this little play button, here is the audio line. And with this audio line, your volume, you can see my little earbud icon. So this is where I can press and hold, and you can see that it took me directly into some of those settings for the Galaxy Buds 3 Pros. So this is where I can change the volume if I want it to go up, bring it down, change it to ambient sound. But again, I'd have to at least put one of my earbuds in, so I will do that for you. So now I got the ambient sound turned on. I can also change some of the settings down here for the 360 audio if I want it to be on or off, either on without or with the head tracking. You can also change your equalizer simply right through here. So you have your dynamic, balanced, bass boost, smooth, clear, treble boost, and all that good stuff. And what's cool is that as you are choosing, like let's say I'm listening to music and I choose dynamic, and pretty much what I'll do is I'll just hit on this little pause button. And then from there, I'm going to open up YouTube. Let's just watch a video here really quick. Don't really know what is being played. So now that we are watching a YouTube video, what I'll do is I'll pull this down, go into this little icon right there, equalizer, let's put it into clear. So now that we are on the equalizer of clear for YouTube, I'm going to move right over here. I'm going to hit on my YouTube music, tap on this little earbud, and you can see that it's still dynamic. So as you tap on that little icon for your bud, whatever equalizer you're choosing for that application specific will be saved through that small little icon. Again, equalizer is dynamic for my YouTube music. Pause. I'm going to go right over here, hit on this play button. Now, if I was to tap this, it's going to say clear. Now, some of the other things that we were talking about that you're able to do, if I was to press and hold right up over here, let's say that I go inside of this full detail. So here is a lot of the settings for the sound quality and effects. But here we are back inside of that wearables application. And one of the things that we're kind of talking about is you can head inside of your earbud settings. Then you go to accessibility. And then you can go to adapt sound. Now, you're able to choose any of these profiles, and you can even add a personalized sound profile. So you will actually put your buds in both ears. You're going to go through this small little hearing test, and it's going to change and boost some of these different frequencies, probably based on your age, or you can do it personalized, and it'll be however you have it set up with yes, no, left, right. Did you hear it? Yes, no. It was on the left, was on the right, all that good, beautiful stuff. So pretty much you can add your own personalized sound profile. And this would be used for media, calls, hearing enhancements for ambient sound. And we also talked about the interpreter. So what you can do is you can pull down your quick settings right here. If you press and hold on this, this will take you into the settings for it. You have like tap to talk. You also have a listening mode. So pretty much when you're using listening mode, it'll pretty much give you summaries, transcripts, and all the translations, and it can even save it as a voice recording as well. And then to show you actually how it works, rather than going through the settings, if you press and hold on it, it'll be the settings. If you just tap on it, then that is actually getting it to work. So what'll happen is if I actually start speaking English right now, what it's going to do is translate it over into Spanish right up over here, and then it's going to state it out, out loud through my speaker of my phone. Now, what'll happen though is if somebody else is speaking Spanish, which this is not going to pick up really anything correct because I'm speaking English, not Spanish. But if it was to hear Spanish speaking right up over here, then it's going to translate it into my earbud right down over there, which I could hear it trying to speak something, but it wasn't even in Spanish anyways, so it was just kind of some weird words. Now, if you're still here, I wanted to share with you that if you have the Galaxy S25 Series, and if you have any Type-C, earbuds, if you were to plug this in, there's actually a update for the Type-C port for the earbuds. So if you plug this in, you'll see downloading update. And that is because there is a new firmware for the Type-C port on the bottom. Now, this isn't going to go for anything for, smart switch or plugging into a computer or anything like that. It's specifically a new firmware for if you used Type-C headphones, just putting it up to the latest update. So this way you would have the best features, the rich sound, and everything else when it comes down to listening to music if you still have plugged in earbuds or headphones or anything like that. Now, I will state that if you try to plug in like a dongle, where like a Type-C dongle, then you would plug in a headphone set after that, it may not pop up this update. So it's actually very important to just have one of these lying around, one that is just earbuds Type-C, plug it in. It'll actually just download updates to the Type-C for your earbud listening experience via Type-C. And it's pretty much just talking about everything that we just talked about here. So it'll work with the Galaxy Buds3 Series, so the Buds 3 and the Buds 3 Pros. And this is where you're able to, adjust everything. So it just shows that you can press and hold on the volume line. You're able to make a whole bunch of different changes. You can also personalize the sound settings for specific applications. So again, as you are listening to whatever you are listening to, you will, press on that little bud icon. And again, it brings up more settings like 360 audio and everything else. So you also have that tailored sound for personal hearing needs. So basically you go inside of your wearable application, you go to your settings, accessibility, and then you can turn on the adapt sound. So again, you're able to adapt the sound based on your preset profiles. And then also too, you can do a second one. Here's also the intelligent audio experience, which is basically talking about the interpreter. So you're in listening mode and you have 20 different languages that you're pretty much able to have it translate for you. And right here, it just kind of tells you exactly how you're able to get all of this stuff done. So I will be placing this link below the video inside the description. So this way you can read everything in detail of all of the brand new features that is a part of this update. Now, the S25 series was already able to do all of this with the Buds 3s and the Buds 3 Pros, but they had to send this update for the Buds 3 and the Buds 3 Pros for it to work with the past devices that'll soon get Samsung One UI 7. Because the rollout is still on time, it's still happening during the first quarter of 2025. My hope is, I'm hoping for the month of March. So stay tuned to either this channel or official channels from Samsung to get the correct details of the launch schedule, which is still on time. I'm hoping it'll be before that whole April, May false stuff that has not been confirmed online, especially on Twitter. So again, stay tuned to the official channels or my channel because I will actually give you the correct details and I'm not going for any type of clickbait type of stuff. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely, you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.